So I have been working on a song at the moment that sounds like this.
Got no cash for a home, play with house money. Can draw back, but you still can't have me.
And I felt like the body and the bass of the kick was fine, but that it wasn't cutting through the rest of the mix the way that I wanted to. And I was trying all sorts of like transient shaping plugins and side chaining and everything, and none of it was quite working out how I wanted to. And so instead, I took some steps to layer in some other sounds to help shape the transient of the kick. One of the ones that I added is just this very simple click that comes from another kick sound. And that's going to give the kick just a little bit more top end to help cut through. But an even more important thing, in my opinion, is adding a bit of pre-transient and anticipation into the main hit of the kick. And a couple ways I do that here. First, I just take the kick and I reverse it and I add a little bit of that before the main kick. And you'll notice I leave a small gap here. I like the effect that that makes where you get that extra bit of dynamic volume and it helps accentuate the transient a bit more, I think. Next, I took a sample from a clap sound and added just the little pre-clap part to the start of each kick. And already it's making a pretty big difference. Just that tiny bit of noise right before the kick hits gives it so much more punch and impact. And the last thing I did was to layer in some cymbal crashes on each kick hit. And in particular, you can get some nice expressiveness and dynamics in your kick by changing the length of how long you let the cymbal ring out. So when you take all those techniques and you incorporate them with the side chaining and the EQing, you get something like this.
Got no cash for a home, play with house money. Can draw back, but you still can't.
So yeah, sometimes taking the time to really think about what sound you're layering together and whatnot can make a lot more progress than just throwing plugins at the problem.